Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse Magazine. I got my Cuban link.
Yes, Cuban B.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the crime, Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spear.
Hey, what is this? What is this shit here? Hold up. Hey, who been putting out their coals on my floor? Who has been putting out their coals on my floor? Hey. Have you people ever heard of toasters?
It's good, Barry.
Not much. You got to think that the guy in the hat was the one that put the cools out on the floor. He was smiling and dancing. If you look at him the whole time, my man was having he was too excited that he was looking around for whoever did it. It was him.
Not enough. Yeah, couldn't stop dancing, so had no choice but to put them out on the floor instead of finding an ashtray. Right?
Yeah, it needs to be smacked.
Barry, we're back. It feels like it's been forever.
It's been a minute.
Back.
Yeah.
It was a crazy week last week. It was a crazy day all around. There were puppies. There was all sorts of stuff going on. It was a lot. But here's the good news, Barry. On Saturday, my boy Honey's to blame, the horse that I named, won maiden special weight.
Yeah, I saw that.
Red maiden special weight at bet to 4 to 5. I put a $3 win bet just to have it. And it paid $5.70. Nice.
Now you could buy some Swedish fish or something.
Yeah, there's an exciting. There might be an exciting spot coming up for that horse. So we'll see.
Stakes race, I assume. Right,
it's
little
true.
Minor stake.
That horse won for fun on Saturday. Yeah. He looked real good doing it too. So, and I managed to get some goggles from Manny Esquivel. Shout out to Manny Esquivel for the goggles I gave to the kids. So,
all right, that's what's up.
How was your weekend?
Good. It was in Miami. You know, the weather was absolutely perfect. Went to the Gulfstream on Saturday. That was fun. You know, chatted up with everybody down there with the sponsor first, and it was a good time. You know, it was a chalk fest, but other than that, everything else was excellent.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad we both had good weekends. But Barry, it's Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, Barry and I like to dream big. That's right. It's time for Tuesday long shots. We're turning our focus to the happening Salem, PA today, and hoping to God that they run this card at Parx, because if it cancels, I will put carpenter's tax under my toenails and kick a fucking wall. Ooh. All right. Yeah, that brutal. That's how brutal I'm talking. Right, we're talking. Let's pull up some past performances. There they are. We're talking today, Parx Tuesday card, the 16th of December, year of our Lord, 2025. Post time for this card is going to be 12:05 Eastern, 11:05 a.m. God's time, 9:05 a.m. Pacific time, out on the Pacific Coast. And Barry, you're kicking us off today. Race 3, 8.3 furlongs, also known as 1 mile, 70 yards, a $12,500 claimer. Barry, what's your play here? What are you doing?
Yeah, this race I found was kind of interesting. A lot of horses that are kind of coming from different tracks and getting in here and going a different distance, and, you know, kind of the potpourri of what you would get in a non-winners of 3 kind of race.
I love that you use potpourri. Not enough people say potpourri.
It's a Scrabble word.
Yeah.
There was another word I used recently that was very interesting. Homogeneous. That was the other one. But anyway, I felt like there wasn't too much speed in this race. Really, on paper, the horse that might want to go to the lead would be the 4 Ramiel. Besides that, everybody else kind of needs a target. And I think the horse that I selected, which is number 5, Real Blues, has an opportunity to kind of get aggressive, get into position, and get a really good trip. This horse in the summertime, namely July 27th, ran a really good race in a $30,000 race of this caliber instead of the 12 that we're getting today. Finished second behind Wicked Melody as the favorite in that race, and arguably ran this horse's best race that day. After that, they kind of lost their way a little bit. Stepped up in class, got thumped a couple of times, didn't run too poorly in the 25,000 starter allowance there in August at Parx, no less. Then they went to this level, missed by a head as the favorite with Michael Sanchez up on October 7th. And they went back to sprinting, and it hasn't worked out. They get the Bug Boy today, stretching back out, makes a lot of sense. Hopefully they're forwardly placed. The kid gets aggressive and gets good position. I mean, honestly, if they really wanted to, I think they could get the lead here. But either way, I think they're going to sit a great trip. 10-1 on the morning line. I think that's a really fair price on a horse like this in a race like this. So let's go after it. $20 to win on number 5, Real Blues, to the hoop, my friend.
Love Duncan, Dad. What are you talking about?
What are we talking about here? Well, Barry, real quick, I'll tell you what we're talking about. We're talking about our friends at First Bet. That's the number 1 stbet.com. We've got a deal with them. You can get a $250 sign-up bonus when you use promo code NOT50. So if you're only playing with one ADW, you're doing it wrong. Have multiple ADWs and include First Bet in there. So unlock a $25 bonus for every $100 you bet over your first 60 days, up to a max bonus of $250. That's the number 1 stbet.com. Promo code NOTB250. Barry, it's time for me to live my truth here. Have a long shot for everyone that comes out of race 7, which is another mile and 70 yards. Look at us doing the bastard distances, or a mile and 70 yards, or I'm going to say it every time, 8.3 furlongs.
I wonder what the criteria is, or why they would run a mile and 70 versus a mile. I mean, I know it probably has something to do with where the starting gate is, but it's just such an odd thing instead of like a mile and 100 yards or a mile on a football field. That's what I would call it. I
prefer a mile and 47. That's what I want. 47 really just hits you right between the eyes.
Good number. Yeah.
It's a good number. It's a good number. Or maybe 1 mile and 67 yards. 6, 7.
Oh, 8, 9.
Oh. All right. We're talking
Dang it.
race 7. It's a $15,000 claimer. And I thought pickings were slim when it comes to horses greater than my 10-1 threshold on today's card. But I settled on a horse that should get a good stalking type trip in the second wave with first run on 2 questionable speed horses. It's going to be the number 3 Traffic Master at 12-1. D. Curry, who I believe is the father of Steph Curry and Steve, the other Curry as well. What's the other Curry's name?
Seth
Curry. Yeah. All right. I don't think he's really their parent.
Or is it
D. Curry?
D. Brown and Del Curry had a baby. And then
yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah. Well, D. Curry trains this one. We're first off the claim, and I'm seeing a horse here in Traffic Master that's got some back class. Won against much tougher as recently as April and May of this year. And I'm also seeing a horse that has a little bit of what I'm thinking as an AB sort of pattern in performance. And if that's the case, then he's coming in off of a B performance and could be sitting on an A performance in the new barn. And I'm projecting the number 4 Owla and the number 7 Osmodeus as the 2 horses that should be out there winging it on the lead. And I don't necessarily think that either are good enough to win from the front. It really opens it up for an off-pace horse master who, with a little bit of racing luck, I think will be there at the end of this race. And it might only be enough to get a piece, but if he's running in the clear, I think he's got a chance. So I really thought the Traffic Master projected to have a pretty good trip behind two weak-hearted speeds. Barry, did you get a chance to look at this one?
Yeah, that's a real interesting race. It's kind of like the one I chose, kind of like the sister race or brother race, if you will. Yeah, I think it's wide open. Everybody has a decent shot if they show up. I mean, it's going to be a real interesting race. I would never take a favorite in this race either.
Yeah. Yep. Well, there we go. That's a good sign. Barry, how do you feel about wrapping up picks?
I think we gotta. We must.
Is mandatory. Go ahead. Lead it off, Barry.
Yes, I am going to race number 3 today at Parx. We're going $20 to win or whatever denomination you want. On number 5, Real Blues. Stand in line once you bet, though.
Yeah. Make sure that you hang out too.
No regular Whitey payment.
Yeah.
Until Whitey pays up. All right, here we go. My long shot for today at Parx comes out of race 7. The number 3 Traffic Master, 12-1 on the morning line. And I like Barry his effort there and say it's a $20 win bet. So there we go, Barry. We've done the damn thing. We've gone through a Tuesday Parx card. We've given out long shots. What else could the people possibly want from us? You're muted.
On a day like today, not much, because of the fact there's not much going on as far as racing goes. So
There's
we connect
not.
Here, we're going to stand out, right?
I agree.
Double casher.
I want to be wearing every single chain I own in the Stunner Shades tomorrow. Whenever I see you, whenever we talk about our best bets from Turfway. That's right. We're going back to Turfway tomorrow. Let's lay out the rest of the week. Tomorrow we'll talk Turfway best bets. On Thursday we'll be talking about the Oaklawn Saturday card with a $100 budget, and then on Friday we have our best bets that we put on our mamas, and we're doing it at Oaklawn Park. Just because I didn't get to do Oaklawn last week, and I want to indulge myself.
Oh, well, sometimes you got to do that.
Sometimes you got to. All right, that's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, I got to find something to write out on. What am I doing?
Matthew, be careful, it's slippery right there, sir. Jesus Christ!